Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Mastherik Manor. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this gothic horror adventure for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about player characters, non-player characters, we are also going to talk about some rules concerning this particular module, and we are going to take a look at the manor grounds, specifically outside of the manor. When it comes to the composition of the party, you need at least 4 player characters, although there are plenty of opportunities to solve situations without combat. You can actually go through this entire adventure with little to no combat. So that means it's possible for 3 player characters to actually solve the entire situation. The adventure relies on deduction, technology, and wit for the most part. The enemies consist of constructs and undead. There are also plenty of items, events, and even non-player characters that could present some help to the player characters. But there are also plenty of adversaries as well. Now when it comes to specific rules, there is plenty of information indicating where you can find hints, tips, all sorts of clues. When the characters carry out their investigations, they can uncover many things. There's also information on illumination, objects, so this adventure truly rewards investigation and knowing your environment. The party also has to be careful because there are several precipice areas. The footing is not exactly secure. You could end up dangling or even falling. There are plenty of puzzles as well. Now when it comes to the outside of the manor grounds, you have areas such as the biomantic portal and the gardens just outside the manor. All of this is composed of a graveyard, a biomantic circle, ghoul tunnels that are connected to the graveyard. There are plenty of puzzles from the very beginning, and all sorts of enemies, specifically biomancer guardians. These are living constructs. But also in other places outside, such as the necromancer camp, you could find a skeleton patrol. You could encounter zombies, and even weirder things. For example, the pumpkin patch. Here you have pumpkin-themed enemies, such as the pumpkin swarm bugs, or the pumpkin swarm snake, the pumpkin swarm spider gaunt. Some of them are somewhat weak, although strong in numbers, but there are others that are quite powerful on their own, so you never know what to expect. It's also important for the player characters to be quite cautious when going to sleep or resting within the manor grounds. They could end up pulled into a dreamscape, and it's always worth it to put someone on guard to keep watch. But because of the magical effects of the manor, because the vampire Sylvandir is pretty much the manor itself, he can wield all sorts of magical abilities to trick and enchant even the most wary of adventurers. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the interior of the manor. The manor grounds set the stage. From the very start you have combat encounters, you have puzzles, you have obvious and not so obvious areas to carry out your investigations. So this is just a taste of things to come. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.